Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog for you. So today I'm actually going to the Lowry to see Mother Goose, which is a pantomime that's been touring the UK. It stars McKellen and John Bishop, and it's got really good reviews, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Now, I wasn't originally going to go to this pantomime because it's quite expensive, and the ticket I bought in the stalls was £52. Now, I would never pay that for a pantomime. I know a lot of people do, and a lot of people think, well, that's normal for a show, but we usually only pay most people usually pays £25 for a ticket, just because we can't afford to spend more than that. But I had some vouchers, theatre vouchers, so I thought, it's had some really good reviews. A lot of people are recommending it, so I thought, you know what, I'll use my vouchers and I'll go and see it. I'm going by myself because we couldn't afford for both of us to go. So it's just me going today. I'm sat in the stalls. I'm on row Q. I'm not sure what seat. Let me just check. I'm on row Q, seat 20. So I think that's on the right side of the auditorium. We'll see when we get there. But yeah, it should be a good day. Well, a good afternoon. I'm going to the matinee. It should be a good show. I'll show you any merch that they've got. I'll obviously show you the view from my seat. And yeah, really looking forward to it because I've heard it's really funny and it's a good show. So yeah, I'm gonna head off now and get the tram. And I will get back to you now once I am there. So I've just arrived at the tram stop, and there's just 1 minute till the tram, and it's a double one, so I'll stay near the back. There's usually more room at the back. So I should get there in plenty of time because it's only, oh well, it's nearly 1 o'clock now. It doesn't start till 2, so should hopefully have plenty of time to get there. So I'm just at Cornbrook now, just waiting to see when the next tram is. It's like nearly 1 now, so it's not on there yet. So it's now 1:20, just got off the tram here at Media City. Theatre is just here across the water. So I'm just gonna walk in now and have a little look around. The show doesn't start till 2. I think the auditorium probably open about 1:30, so yeah, I'm gonna head in now. Also, it's such a nice sunny day today. Not had a nice sunny day like this for ages. There's loads of people around Media City today sitting outside, so yeah, quite busy today. Walking to the Lowry, a different way today. I'm going this way across where the water is, just under here, since we don't have the pram. Walk this way on the water. It's a bit of a nicer route. just picked up a programme from the merch stand, and you get a free little goose with any purchase. So Leo and Alice, I love that little goose. I'm not sure how much the programme was, to be honest. I just bought it. I didn't check. I think I filmed the price list. I hope I did. Anyway, there we go. So the auditorium is just opened. Not sure what time it is. So I might go and find my seat now actually and see where I'm sitting, because I actually can't remember where I'm sitting. I think I need to go to door H, which is on the opposite side, so we'll walk around here, but I'm in the stalls today. Okay, so here is my ticket. You see I'm in the stalls, row Q, seat 20. I need to go in through door H, so let's go and find door H. So I'm pretty sure door H is around this side. It's the far door. I think this is door H. You think I should know. I come here often enough, but maybe this isn't door H. Oh wait, actually, door H is at the top. That's door J. Completely wrong. Door H is up here. It's next to door A. It's just very confusing, the doors. But yeah, no, door H is at the top where I've just been. So yeah, it's up here. We've got about 20 minutes before it starts. I should know my way around this theatre a lot better than I do, shouldn't I? But I don't. So yeah, door H is here at the top. Just here is door H at the front. I need to remember better, but yeah, just here. I'm gonna head in now. So I'm gonna go in now, find my seat. So row Q, seat 20. So there's music on, so I'm not gonna be able to say much once I'm in here, but looking for row Q, seat 20. Oh, I must have a middle seat. Usually I go for an end, but I must have opted for a centre seat today. Here we go. It's 20. Oh, this is a very good view. There we go. Didn't realise I put a centre seat, but there we go. So it is now the interval, and it's really good, really enjoyed it, it's very funny. I think the first half is a bit long though. It's 20 minutes. It's an hour and 20 minutes, which I think is quite long for some of the younger children, but the second half's only 45 minutes, so it's not too bad. So I'm going to head back in now, and I'll tell you more about it in the end of the show.
Sweet Chandler. like happiness. Are you ready to golden roof off? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you all ready? Harry, hit them doors.
So the show has finished now. It was really, really good. Just making our way up now. We've got all the tinsel on the floor. So, change of plan. There doesn't seem to be any Ashton trams coming, and that's the tram that goes to Cornbrook from Media City. There's some delays, so I'm going to walk over the bridge and get the tram on that side of the bridge because it's a different line, so hopefully they won't be delayed. Yeah, there's big delays. It wasn't even on the board. The next 4 trams were all to Eccles. So, yeah. Hopefully there'll be one over this side of the bridge. So I've finally made it to Cornbrook. It took about an hour to get here. Finally here, and there's 1 minute to the Elephant and Tram, so at least it's not too long to wait. Hi, so it's actually been a few days since I've been to see Mother Goose at the Lowry, but I thought I'd just give you a little review of the show. So I went to see Mother Goose on Saturday the 8th of April. I went to the matinee show, which started at 2 p.m. I paid, I think it was £45 for my ticket, which is extremely expensive for me. If you know me, the most I tend to pay for a ticket is £25, but I had some theatre token vouchers, so I thought I would spend it on this because I heard really good things about the show, and I thought it'd be a good fun afternoon. I love John Bishop. I think he's really funny, so I thought he'd be really good in this, so I really wanted to go and see it. So I thought I'd use my vouchers, get a good seat and go and see the show. So I was sat in the stalls. I was on row QC20, and the view from that seat was excellent. It was a really good view. It was a centre stalls seat, so I had a centre view, and the view was absolutely amazing. I definitely recommend that seat if you're going to see a show. Excellent view. Also plenty of leg room there as well. Seats were really comfortable. I thought it was a really good seat for the show. So there was a bit of merch for this show. They had, what I can remember, they had tote bags, t-shirts, water bottles, pins. There was no magnets though. They didn't do magnets for this show, and I collect magnets. So there was no magnets. They did have pens. I think for kids they had like a little tiara, but I suppose adults could buy those if they wanted. So they had little tiaras. They had little duck plushes. Here's one. You actually got these free with any purchase. I think they said they were £13 to buy or free with any purchase. And some things to purchase, like the pens, were only £1, so it makes sense to buy something and get this free. I don't think anyone would have bought this by itself. But yeah, if you purchased any item, you got one of these little goose plushies free. They're only small, but it's a nice little thing to get as a memory of the show. So yeah, I got one of those, and I picked up a programme. The programmes were quite expensive. These were £8. a lot more than I like to pay for a programme. I usually pay about £5, but this is a really good quality programme. It's a nice thick programme, good quality paper, so probably worth the £8 compared to some of the programmes I've spent £5.50 on, and they've been really rubbish quality, so at least this is a good quality programme. So yeah, there was quite a bit of merch. I think I did film it all for you, and I think I filmed the price list, so if you wanted to see any of that, that should have been in the video. So Mother Goose has actually been travelling around the UK since December, and it's finally stopped at the Lowry in time for Easter. I've been waiting for this to come to the Lowry for quite a while now, because I've seen a few vlogs and a few reviews of the show, and I really wanted to see it. I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I was excited for it to be coming to the Lowry and to get to see it. One of the reasons I wanted to see the panto was for its amazing cast. It's got such a good cast. It's got McKellen, it's got John Bishop, it's got Anna Jane Casey, and yeah, just a really good, talented cast. So obviously McKellen and John Bishop play the main lead characters in the show. And if you don't know what Mother Goose, the story, is about, I'll just give you a quick, brief review of the story. So it's about the Goose family, which is Caroline, Goose, Vic Goose, and their son Jack Goose. And they've fallen on hard times at their animal sanctuary and are struggling to pay the bills, specifically energy bills. And there's a whole audience participation around energy bills. Every time they say energy bills, the audience are told to shout it back. So that's a big part of the audience participation throughout the show. So yeah, they can't afford to pay their energy bills, but luckily one of the new animals at the sanctuary, a goose named Scylla Quack, starts to lay golden eggs. So things then start going well for the Goose family. They got plenty of money, everything's going great, but there's just one thing that Caroline doesn't have that she's always wanted, and that is fame. So the evil fairy or evil witch, Malignia, agrees to give Caroline fame in return for her handing over her friend Scylla Quack. And so Caroline has to decide between her friends and family and fame, and of course she chooses fame and hands poor Scylla Quack over to Malignia, who ends up getting sent back to Gooseland. So eventually Caroline sees the error of her ways and decides she needs to make it up to Scylla and go and find her and bring her home. So this ends up on the whole family getting on a plane and flying to Gooseland to try and convince the king of Gooseland to give Scylla back to them, can convince him that they are worthy of having Scylla back. So yeah, that is basically the story, and throughout the story there are lots of jokes in there. There's lots of topical and political jokes in there. There's also quite a few songs in there, some well-known songs, such as I'm Too Sexy, Don't Rain on My Parade, Born This Way. There's a few good songs in this pantomime as well. So yeah, this panto basically has everything a traditional pantomime should have. They have a part where the cast throw sweets out into the audience for the children to catch. At one point there's cast members walking through the aisles with water guns squirting members of the audience. I actually got hit in the face by some water from one of the water guns. There's a part where they have giant inflatable footballs which they throw out into the audience, and they get thrown around the auditorium. So you get a lot of fun things going on in this panto. The show even features some puppets. There are a few animal puppets in this panto as well, and all the puppets were really cute, and I really enjoyed all the puppets. Thought they were really nice. So there's some really nice costumes in this show, and the costume designers, Amanda Studley and Liz Ashcroft, did a really great job of the costumes. I loved all the costumes that Ian McKellen had as Caroline. I thought they were really good, really suited the character. And I also loved all the animal costumes as well. All the animal costumes were great. So there was some lovely costumes in this show. So this is a great family show, and it will certainly bring a smile to your face this Easter. So I would definitely go and see it if I were you. I had such a great time. It's a shame Lawrence couldn't come because I think my husband would really have enjoyed this. I'm not too sure if my children would have enjoyed it. I think maybe they're still a little bit too young. I do have a 3 and a 5-year-old, and it was a long show. So it is quite long for young ones. It is 2 hours and 20 minutes, and I'm pretty sure the first half was like an hour and 20 minutes. The first half was quite long. There is a 20-minute interval, but yeah, a lot of the smaller kids were getting quite restless. There was 2 young kids in front of me, and yeah, they were getting quite restless. They were jumping around in their chair and crying, and I just think it's probably not a show for really young children. They do say it's recommended for age 3+, but personally I think 3 is probably a little bit too young for this show. I'd probably say at least maybe 4, 5 is a better option. Definitely the young ones, age 3, didn't seem to be sitting very still for most of the show, but it's a great show for slightly older children. I'd say perfect probably from age 6 or 7 upwards would really enjoy the show. So I will now just quickly go through the programme, show you the rest of the cast, and yeah, we'll just have a look through it. Okay, so this is the Mother Goose programme. At the top you can see it says Ian McKellen, John Bishop, and then it says here, written by Jonathan Harvey and directed by Cal McChrystal. And then you've got a nice picture there of the cast. You can actually see on here some of the puppets that they have in the show and some of the great animal costumes that I mentioned. So yeah, the costumes I thought were really, really good in this show. So on the front page you've got some lovely production shots. So this one is Jack and the animals. You've got a nice picture here of Malignia. You've got a nice shot here of the Queen of Gooseland and Silla. Here you've got Ian McKellen in one of his solo numbers doing there. You've got a nice picture here of the Good and the Bad Fairy. This reminds me a bit of the iconic Wicked picture. So then after that you have a little article. It says Exploring the Dame. Ian McKellen shares a short history of iconic dames. And then you have your cast biographies. So you have Ian McKellen here, who's playing Mother Goose. It says here that his favourite jobs have been Coronation Street and extras on television, Lord of the Rings and Gods and Monsters on film, and all the 300+ parts I've played on stage, at home and abroad. And you've got John Bishop here. He plays Vic Goose. So then you've got the rest of the cast biographies. I like how next to the pictures they've got a picture of them when they were younger as well. This is telling you about the band. You got some more lovely production shots here. This is part of the finale where they get all the audience singing Sweet Caroline, which was really fun. And then here you have your cast list. So obviously we've got Ian McKellen as Mother Goose, John Bishop as Vic Goose, Anna Jane Casey as Scylla, Simbi Akandi as Jill, Sharon Ballard as Encanta, Oscar Colin Murray as Jack, Karen Mavunderker, sorry I'm terrible at names, as Malignia, Maria Barclay as Monkey, Adam Brown as Goat and King of Gooseland, Gabrielle Fleury as Bear and Monsieur Latouche, Becca Francis as Penguin, Shaylin Gould as Tortoise, Richard Leeming as Bat, Genevieve Nicole as Puss and Camilla, Laura Tyra as Cricket and Baroness Brewer. Then you've got your creatives here. Got your understudies, band, production, you got here meet the creatives. They're all here. I like how they've got all their photos of when they were younger on here. You've got some more production shots. Here's Ian McKellen and John Bishop. Good Fairy. Some other pictures. And then you've got Melanie and John Bishop's Animal Sanctuary. So there's Melanie and John Bishop give us a tour of their very own animal sanctuary. And you've got meet the producers. And that is the programme. And on the back it tells you all the venues that it's touring to. So the Lowry is the second to last venue, so by the time this video goes up it will have already left the Lowry, and so your only chance to catch the show now will be at the Bristol Hippodrome which is there, and it's there until the 16th of April. So if you really want to see the show, your last chance is going to be at the Bristol Hippodrome. Okay, so I hope you have enjoyed this little theatre vlog and review. If you do enjoy theatre vlogs and reviews, then please do subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified as soon as the next video goes up. I will be going to see a few shows. I'm hoping to go and see The King and I and Dirty Dancing next month, as well as a few other shows. So if you'd like to see reviews and theatre vlogs for any of those, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. So like I was saying, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. If you have, please do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe, and hope to see you again soon. Bye.